Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I like to stay active. I try to come in here at least 3 times a week and just get my 1-hour workout in. Since September, I think I've put on 22 pounds of muscle. I think my vertical has gone up plus 5 inches. I've gotten a lot faster since then too. I can hit the ball further. In football, I can push people around more. It's basketball easier too. Just being stronger just makes everything easier.
Brandon started with Gym Rat's basketball training. After one of the sessions, he came up to me and he wanted to know if he could do more. So Brandon started the Edge program in November, in addition to the club training he was doing, because it offers personalized programming for his athletic goals. PSN Performance uses a long-term athletic development pyramid. At such a young age, it's really good for Brandon to set the foundation of athletic development. Since he is in season all year round, he has to be ready for all the physical demands. So he does a lot more strength training, just because in basketball he sprints and cuts a lot. In baseball he's doing a lot of sprinting. In football he does a lot of sprinting and jumping. So preparing him to withstand the physical demands of those games, he does a lot more strength training.
I like all the lower body stuff the best. I do goblet squats, split squats, back squat, front squat, a lot of those. Tyler knows what's best for me. He always points me in the right direction. He just pushes me to go harder every day.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead girls golf team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
I just want to be the best in basketball. So I want to be the greatest of all time to play women's basketball. So I just know there's people out there working just as much as me. So I just want to keep working hard and keep that intensity going. And so one day I can pursue my dreams of being in the WNBA and playing overseas. So I just want bigger things to come in my life.
I remember when I started in March, she could do 0 pull-ups. She did have a great 25-inch vertical when she first started. She only weighed 150 pounds. One of our main mottos is do the simple things exceedingly well, and that's where we started. So we started the foundation, building her base, and now we've got to basically the peak of our pyramid of things that we can do with her. So we didn't skip any levels. We did all the basics, and she got really, really good at them, and that's what's led her to become as great as she is at basketball and performance.
I've watched her grow, the confidence-wise, the strength-wise, the jumping ability, her footwork. It's really amazing to kind of watch for a girl her size, being 6'3", 6'4", to move like she can move and do the thing and be as agile as she is, along with the strength.
Here at Always 100, we have different things that we provide each week with our elite training, working on things that can help them get a scholarship in the future if they don't have one right now. Bunch of skill development, helping kids get better, understanding what it takes to get to the next level. Catching and shooting, working on ball handling. In the last 5 years, we had over 200 kids that's able to play basketball at some places from the NAIA, Division III, Division II, or Division I level.
I choose to do whole body cryotherapy after practices, games, and training. It reduces inflammation in my muscles and allows me to move more agile throughout my profession. I became a believer in iCryo after my severe injury in college at Notre Dame, tore my ACL, and I was looking for ways to recover, ways to get back on the field. So I'm thankful for iCryo.
Your kids grow up quick, and there's a lot to teach them. Some lessons they won't pick up in school. Some they'll learn the hard way. But when it's time to give them the keys to their finances, we'll be there to help with their first checking account and the tools they need to make sense of their money. And even though they're off on their own, you'll be able to check in to see how they're doing. Raising your children is important, and teaching them about money is a big deal. So ProFed makes it easy. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here at Huntington North High School, the second game of our doubleheader. This is Southside versus Columbia City. I'm Thad Goff bringing you the broadcast. Andrew Shriver is my cameraman. They're going to do the team songs here in just a second. Meanwhile, this is Southside versus Columbia City. Southside comes in at 12-9 on the season. They finished the regular season with a loss to Blackhawk Christian, actually 12-10. I beg your pardon, Southside is. But they had a stretch where they won 5 straight coming down towards the end of the season, and that winning streak was snapped by Snyder, and then they lost another one to Lawrence North. So Southside ended up playing some tough games down the stretch, but even though the record is just 2 games over 500, Southside is a team that plays a lot of pressure defense, a lot of zone defense. They can really make it difficult for you to try and move the ball inside the paint and score via dribble penetration. Now, good teams can figure out how to do that, and we do have a good team taking on Southside here tonight. That's Columbia City. More on that in just a minute, but Matthew Schaus, the head coach at Columbia City, had this to say about Southside. He said, and I quote, "Southside is a great team that has some great individual talent. Johnson and Washington get a lot of attention, but they will always have 5 guys on the court who will make you work every possession offensively and defensively. Coach Foster does a fantastic job with this group. It is going to be a 32-minute battle." And it certainly very well has the makings of being a 32-minute battle. If Southside can play great defense and turn defense into offense, they certainly have a great chance of being able to win this game. But this Columbia City team is 17-5 on the season. They ended the regular season with 5 straight wins, including an overtime win against Concordia and a home win against the Leo Lions. The Lions, I believe, finished the regular season at 17-4, if I'm not mistaken. I believe they're also in action tonight. Now, this is an improved team that Columbia City has. Matt Schaus is in his second year as head coach. The Eagles went 10-13 last year, and they've built into a 17-5 team this year. Matt Schaus had similar success when he was the head coach at Jimtown. He was there for 3 years, started with a 5-18 season in 2018, but then 2 years later, Jimtown went 17-8, so he progressively built up that program. Schaus did, that is, as time went on. Looks like we're about to get the introduction of the starting lineups here in just a second. We had the anthem before the first game. We may get it again. A lot of times in these doubleheaders, you'll see you'll hear the national anthem played just once, but we'll see if that ends up being the case this time around here at Huntington North. Going to turn things over to our PA announcer as he gets set to announce the starting lineups.
And number 1, Jerry Thomas. And now here's the starting lineup for Coach Foster's Archers. At 1 guard, 6'3" senior, number 23, Ashton Johnson. At 1 forward for the Archers, 6'4" junior, number 11, Mahoney Washington. And another forward for the Archers, 6'3" senior, number 4, Derek Rue. At 1 guard for Coach Foster this evening, 5'10" senior, number 3, Lamontrell Manning. And rounding out the Archers starting lineup, 6'3" senior forward, wearing number 0, Jalen Lattimore. And now here is head coach Matt Chauce's Columbia City Eagles, first of the non-starters this evening. Number 30, Brady Hartman. Number 22, Cam Moe. Number 21, Clayton Scott. Number 14, Aiden Denning. Number 12, Stratton Fuller. And now here is Coach Chauce's starting lineup. At 1 guard, 6'2" senior, number 20, Alex Hedrick. And another guard for the Eagles, 5'10" junior, number 15, Brett Wilson. Also at guard for the Eagles, 6'1" junior, number 10, Andrew Hedrick. Another guard for Coach Ross this evening, 6'2" senior, number 4, Seth Hill. And completing the starting lineup for the Eagles, 6'2" senior guard, number 3, Mason Baker. It's our privilege this evening to have Kevin Barrow, Zach Barnes, and Matt Hans as our officials. Gentlemen, let's play ball.
With that, we are ready to start this game as Derek Rue will tip it off for Southside. He'll tip it against Columbia City's Andrew Hedrick. And the tip is won by the Eagles. That's Alex Hedrick who comes up with a loose ball. He's a senior, and I do believe he is the leading scorer on this Columbia City team coming into this game, as Southside look like they're starting out in a 3-2 zone. Eagles get the ball into the paint. Pull-up jumper is good. Andrew Hedrick. And Columbia City takes the early 2-0 lead. Pull up 3. That's an air ball. Manning chases it down. Out of bounds off of Columbia City. Good heads-up play there by Lamontrell Manning. And the Archers keep the possession as Ashton Johnson is going to put it in play. He's a guy who averages double figures for the Archers. Gets it back from Amarion Washington. Lattimore posting up down low. Derek Rook for 3, and it's in and out. And the rebound is tipped in the hands of Rhett Wilson. Wilson hands that one off. Ball's almost knocked away. Rook got a hand on it, and Baker swings it across court. Check that. This is Baker, and Baker's shot no good. Hedrick there with the putback. And an early 4-0 lead for Columbia City. Here's Johnson. Dishes that one out to Lamontrell Manning. And a foul is called on Columbia City. Check that. It's just out of bounds on Columbia City. No fouls called. Ashton Johnson will put the ball in play. That's a long inbound to Washington. Washington, the leading scorer on this team, as Johnson's able to knock it down. He's one of the second leading scorers. As Johnson, it's an early three, and Southside's able to set up their press. Looked like they went with a 2-2-1 that time. Knocked away by Washington. Washington, the dish to Manning, and Manning puts it home. And Southside takes the lead. As Omarion Washington created the turnover, he's on the board for the first time in this game. Eagles trying to beat the press. They do. Took some time getting it across, but they beat the timer as Baker fires a three, no good. Right into the hands of Omarion Washington. Long pass to Johnson. That's a long three by Johnson. A little bit too strong on the three. Here's Hedrick the other way. He's got all the points so far for Columbia City. He's looking for more, and he's fouled. He may get more. Jalen Lattimore called for that one. They call it on Jalen Lattimore. This is Andrew Hedrick at the line, and he is able to hit both of them. Columbia City takes the lead. Hedrick with all 6 points for Columbia City so far. As Washington going to go for the three, and it's in. It's good. Little shooter's roll for Omarion Washington. That's nearly stolen away on the inside, but Hedrick able to prevent that. They get it back out to him, and traveling is the call. So here's Ashton Johnson bringing the ball across the timeline for Southside. Do have an update from one of our other games. Leo leads Angola 40-10 at the end of the third quarter. That's part of the Class 3A playoffs as Jalen Lattimore does some work there on the offensive glass. Lattimore has not gotten a lot of starts in recent games for Southside, but he's getting the start tonight. Jerry Thomas had that big 25-point performance against New Haven almost a week ago as Baker knocks down a three ball. Columbia City is out of the Northeast 8 Conference. Southside is out of the Summit Athletic Conference. We happen to be in an NE8 gym, as you might see the NE8 logo there inside the paint. Huntington North is, of course, a part of that conference as Johnson knocks down the jumper. 5 early points for Ashton Johnson as Columbia City is able to beat the press. Southside was able to force a turnover with this press not too long ago. That shot no good as Derek Rook comes down with the board. Here's Washington going to fire a three. It is short. Battle for the rebound. It's won by Alex Hedrick. And here comes Andrew Hedrick down the floor. Blackhawk Christian also leading Manchester. They're in the middle of the second quarter. Braves are up 23-13 in that one. Blackhawk was the last team to play Southside. That was a close game. Braves ended up winning by 4. With that loss for Southside, they finished their season at 12-10 overall. Traveling is the call, kind of late, but it looked like Mills did shuffle the feet there. So Southside will take over. Winner of this game takes on Wayne. That'll be Friday night in the semifinals. Our first semifinals matchup has already been set. That's Homestead versus New Haven. Rue backs it out. Johnson on the attack. Goes outside to Rook. Washington with a pull-up jumper. Yes! Omarion Washington off the catch and shoot. Washington's got 5 points. He's also got a steal and an assist. And we've still got 2:57 to go in this first quarter. Columbia City got the first 4 points of the game, but Southside has gotten some momentum lately. There's a steal by Johnson. Can he finish? Not quite, but Manning is there for the putback. Lamontrell Manning hustles in to get the bucket. Southside's up 7. That's their largest lead of the game. A foul is going to be called. Manning was arguing that it should have been a travel, but they're going to call the foul on Ashton Johnson. It's the second team foul against the Archers. Only the second, but Columbia City has yet to commit one. Inbound goes to Hedrick. This is Andrew Hedrick, picked up by Johnson. Taken away by Rook. Sends it up ahead to Manning. Manning with the dish in midair, and Washington able to finish. Omarion Washington prompts a timeout from Matt Schaus. But a heck of a run being put together by the Archers. Couple of transition opportunities the last few times they've had the ball. We'll show those to you here on our Traction AP replay. This is the steal by Ashton Johnson, and I think that pass just got away from Columbia City. Johnson took it to the basket, didn't make it, but Lamontrell Manning was able to clean that up. And then, moments later, this is what happened as Derek Rook comes up with a steal. And then Manning is able to beat the pack, and in midair, he finds Washington for the bucket. And all of a sudden, Southside's got an 18-9 lead. They are absolutely good at forcing turnovers and getting baskets off of those turnovers. Their 2-2-1 press, or sometimes 1-2-2 that they use, as well as their zone defense, is a contributing factor in that. Drive to the basket, I think that was Hedrick, and a foul is called. We're going to sop up a wet spot, I think. And Andrew Hedrick is going to the line. Jalen Lattimore called for that foul. It's his second. Third team foul against Southside. It's not a lot of fouls, but Columbia City has yet to commit one. It's been a good start for Andrew Hedrick. He's up to 7 points for the game. Make it 8 points for Andrew Hedrick. Some much-needed free throws there by Columbia City as Southside had gotten out to their largest lead of the game at 9 points. Jerry Thomas has checked into the game off the bench. Here's Root from the corner. His three is off the mark, and the rebound is grabbed by Mason Baker. Blocked on the inside by Rook. The dish inside to Thomas, trying to let him go to work, and he gets it to fall. Jerry Thomas right off the bench. Doesn't take him long to get on the board. And Southside's got a 9-point lead once again with a minute to go here in the first quarter. Baseline drive, I think that's Hedrick. Couldn't get it to fall as Rook comes down with the board. He'll bring it across the timeline. Check that, that's Johnson across the timeline. He dishes to Washington. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Washington. .7 seconds. That's Washington's first. Those fouls starting to pile up a little bit. It's up to 4 fouls for Southside. They don't really have anybody in foul trouble, though. But keep in mind, Columbia City has yet to commit a foul in this game as Baker puts it in play to Seth Mills. There's that press again by Southside. Eagles get it across the timeline, though. Hedrick against a double team. Manning comes with the help side. Columbia City could hold for the final shot if they choose, but here's Hedrick with the dish to the corner. Mills hits a three. Much needed three for the Eagles. Seth Mills gets it to a 6-point game, but now Southside can hold for the final shot of the quarter. Here's Johnson, finds Thomas. Johnson guarded by Baker. Little fall away three, and that's off the mark, and the first quarter has come to an end. Southside with a 20-14 lead. Columbia City gets a late three. We'll be back in just a matter of moments here on SummitCitySports.com.
There are tons of benefits to using compression therapy, but my favorite are speeding up muscle recovery, reducing swelling and inflammation, and improving my athletic performance.
Your kids grow up quick, and there's a lot to teach them. Some lessons they won't pick up in school. Some they'll learn the hard way. But when it's time to give them the keys to their finances, we'll be there to help with their first checking account and the tools they need to make sense of their money. And even though they're off on their own, you'll be able to check in to see how they're doing. Raising your children is important, and teaching them about money is a big deal. So ProFed makes it easy. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing.
Southside with a 6-point lead over Columbia City. Record-wise, it would be an upset, you might say, if Southside were to get this win. However, when you watch Southside play, you notice that they are quick, they are great on defense, they're scrappy when it comes to forcing turnovers, and they're good at not only forcing those turnovers, but turning those turnovers into points. Rook came awful close to the timeline there, but he was able to stay inside. J.J. Foster has plenty of SAC coaching experience. He was at Bishop Luers before coming to Southside. He actually took over for the legendary James Blackman when he headed over to Marion. Here's a drive by Rook to the basket, puts it in. Derek Rook able to get it to fall. Columbia City beats the press, but then turns it over off the hands of Mills. And here's Johnson, backs it out. Mills guarding him. And he finds Manning. Thomas one-on-one. Spin to the left and a foul. And Jerry Thomas is going to head to the free throw line. Andrew Hedrick called for the foul. And Thomas will shoot a pair of free throws. Comes up short on that first one. Now the final from one of our other games. Leo beats Angola 48-15. I believe that's over at Garrett High School, the home of the Railroaders. Thomas 0 for 2. Offensive rebound. Manning throws it off the defender. And I think that is going to be Southside basketball. And it is. Johnson's trying to get everybody set. Looks to get it in and finds Manning. Entry pass to Thomas. Puts it up and in. He went 0 for 2 from the line, but Thomas able to get it done from the floor. Cross-court pass to Mills. There's a catch and shoot from the corner. That's off the mark. Offensive board, Hedrick with the left hand, no. Putback won't go, and Rook able to grab the board. Rook racing across the timeline, stuffs it down. Derek Rook gets up there. An emphatic jam, and I don't think anybody wanted to get in his way. Baker, pull-up jumper, yes. A basket that Columbia City desperately needed. Mason Baker comes up with it. Now Blackhawk Christians leading Manchester 39-16. That's at Bluffton. That's a catch and shoot by Washington. Wouldn't fall. Thomas trying to rip it away, and he knocks it out of bounds. He knew he had a chance at a steal. Alex Hedrick will check in. Jaden Morris comes in for Southside. Eagles get the ball across the timeline. 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter as Baker dishes that one off. Baker down the baseline, like a little elbow shove. None was called. Poked out from behind. That's Rook who forces the turnover, and he's got another jam job. Derek Rook has come to play. Well, he always does, but he's got back-to-back jams here tonight. Baker fires a three. It's good. Another bucket that Columbia City was in desperate need of as Mason Baker tries to help bring his team back into this game. Baker's got 8 points. That's a catch-and-shoot three for Jaden Morris. It's no good, and Washington's going to be called for over the back. Climbed over the back of the defender.
Washington, it'll be Eagles ball.
Traveling is the call. Columbia City gives it right back. Foul called against Columbia City as Manning goes to the deck and gets back up. Seth Mills will check into the game. Johnson will get to inbound. He finds Manning. Manning with a fake pass. He'll bring it back outside. Thomas going to work, no good. Rue with the putback, no good, but then Thomas gets it. Jerry Thomas doing some work on that offensive glass. 6 points off the bench. Saved his best performance for senior night when he put up 25 points. I believe that was his season high for the year. It's a catch and shoot for Alex Hedrick. That's off the mark. Offensive rebound swatted out. And then Andrew Hedrick, check that. That was not Andrew Hedrick. I think that was Brady Hartman who recovered the ball for Columbia City. That shot is good. Mason Baker, and a timeout has been taken by Matt Schaus. That gives Baker 10 points. Columbia City hanging around. But with this timeout, we will get in a quick word from some of our sponsors that allow us to come do these games that we get to do right here on SummitCitySports.com. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Visit Kelly Automotive Group's brand new auto mall off I-69 at Illinois Road, conveniently located on Grand National Drive next to Menards. See the 7 new facilities, all at one location. And remember to visit drivekelly.com. Tom Steel Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services such as brakes, wheel alignments, engine diagnostics, and more. And we will certainly get words in from more of our sponsors as the night goes on. But right now, Southside, with their eyes on an upset, they're 12-10 coming into this game, trying to knock off a 17-5 Columbia City team and make it onto the sectional semifinals where they would take on Wayne. We've got 3:57 left to go in this game, and the pressure and the traps that Southside likes to put on have paid dividends for him. Derek Rook has been the recipient of some buckets on some of those turnovers. In fact, I believe he's got the last 4 points for South. Check that. Jerry Thomas got the last bucket. But before that, Rook had scored 4 in a row. They got Thomas posting up here. They get it to him. Hedrick on him. That's a blocking foul on Hedrick. Columbia City, their fans are disappointed with that one, but honestly, I thought that looked like the right call. Jerry Thomas didn't make any moves uncommon to the game of basketball. He's trying to get around the defender. So it's going to be Southside basketball. Rook using the baseline, and he goes up and under, hits the reverse. Derek Rook putting on a show. We've already seen the jam jobs from him, but now he's getting filthy. Well, shot fake there by Hedrick. Baker drives baseline. He goes for the reverse. Not this time. Johnson comes back down the floor. Baker a little slow to get up there, but he's back on his feet. And he pokes it away, but right to Rook. Well, Baker was trailing, and he almost benefited from that. Johnson wanted the turnaround three, chose not to shoot it. Johnson has Baker on him. It's a back to Thomas. They got Thomas posting up down low now. Now he'll come to the free throw line. An elongated possession here for the Archers. Thomas back out to Morris. Here's Johnson. Wants the step back and hits it. I think that's a 2. Nope, they're calling it a 3. Well, we'll take a look at that one when we get a chance to on our Traction AP replay. As a foul is called. Now let's get a quick look at that last one. Johnson was awful close. Speaking of Johnson, he was the one who committed the foul here. I thought he had a foot on the line there. But either way, they call it a 3, and we may have the benefit of using instant replay to take a look at things, but the officials don't have that benefit, not at the high school level. There's no replay crew who takes a look at these to see if a call needs to be changed as a foul is called on the inside. Looks like that's going to send Hedrick to the free throw line. That's the 7th team foul on the Archers. It's on Jerry Thomas, just his first foul of the game. Hedrick's able to connect. Second one, no good. Andrew Hedrick, by the way, has 9 points for the game. Here's Ashton Johnson with the dish inside. Thomas draws an extra defender, missed the shot. Mason Baker comes down with the board. They get it to him. Baker will slow things down. They go back outside. Alex Hedrick trying to keep control. Dishes it off at the last second. Kept in play, but there's Johnson with a takeaway. Johnson one-on-one, high off the glass, and it's good. Ashton Johnson able to put it home. Southside's got a 15-point lead, their largest of the game. Baker contested and blocked by Manning. A second try. Was that Morris who blocked it? That was Morris. Jaden Morris at 5'10" as Rook buries a 3. A double block and then a triple. Well, both Jaden Morris and Lamontrell Manning got blocks on that last possession. They're both 5'10". Catch and shoot three. That one rattles out. I think that was Baker with the board. Check that. It's Mills. We're down to 22 seconds, and Mills will let it fly. No good. That's Manning with the rebound. Manning racing down the floor. Johnson from the corner. Nails a three. It is all Southside with 9 seconds left in the quarter. 43-22. Down to 5 seconds. Columbia City can get one shot off before the half, and then a foul call before the shot was taken. I think that's going to be on Morris. Nope, they're calling it on Johnson. That's his third foul. Well, Mason Baker is going to shoot 1-1 here. It's the 8th team foul against Southside, and Baker was able to hit that first free throw. It's 11 points for Baker. Missed the second one. Rue going to fire a baseball-style shot, and that doesn't make it. That takes us to the end of the first half with the Archers of Southside leading the Eagles of Columbia City 43-23. Get a quick word from some of our sponsors before we go any further here on SummitCitySports.com. You're invited to join ProFed Credit Union, where we get to know you to better serve you. Sign up online in 5 minutes or stop by a branch. Join ProFed today and start owning your financial future at profedcu.org. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process, from bid to build. Visit OttenwellerContracting.com to learn more. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area. From ages 5 to 18, our players are equipped with elite-level skills and a foundation of life skills. Jump on board. Together, we can reach the summit. Well, the Southside Archers at 12-10 with a 20-point lead over the Columbia City Eagles at 17-5. We'll be back after this break. You're watching high school basketball right here on SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Here at Always 100, we have different things that we provide each week with our elite training, working on things that can help them get a scholarship in the future if they don't have one right now. Watching skill development, helping kids get better, understanding what it takes to get to the next level. Catching and shooting, working on ball handling. In the last 5 years, we had over 200 kids that's able to play basketball at some places from the NAIA, Division III, Division II, or Division I level.
Your kids grow up quick, and there's a lot to teach them. Some lessons they won't pick up in school. Some they'll learn the hard way. But when it's time to give them the keys to their finances, we'll be there to help. With their first checking account and the tools they need to make sense of their money. And even though they're off on their own, you'll be able to check in to see how they're doing. Raising your children is important, and teaching them about money is a big deal. So ProFed makes it easy. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing.
43-23 in favor of Southside over Columbia City. As we get a look at our first half statistics for you. First for the visitors from Southside. For the visitors from Southside, their leading scorer is Ashton Johnson with 13 points, followed by Derek Rook with 11. Marion Washington has 7 for the game. Jerry Thomas has 6. Lamontrell Manning has 4. And Jalen Lattimore has 2. For Columbia City, Mason Baker is their leading scorer with 11 points, followed by Andrew Hedrick with 9 and Seth Mills with 3. 43-23, Southside with the lead. And Southside is a team that plays very tough on defense. They play a lot of pressure defense. They've used the 2-1-2, the 1-2-2 on a couple occasions tonight, and they've been able to use that to force turnovers. But even when Columbia City gets the ball into the half-court offense, Southside has been quick with the help side defense. We even had a possession earlier where both Lamontrell Manning and Jaden Morris ended up blocking shots. That's 2 5'10" guys playing around the perimeter. Now, they weren't going up against the biggest men on the floor, but they were still able to block shots from guys that were bigger than themselves. Go ahead and get in a few more words from our sponsors that allow us to do these games that we get to do here on SummitCitySports.com. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business, a system and solution that fits your unique needs. Visit AndersonCoolHeat.com. iCryo specializes in whole-body cryotherapy, body sculpting, cryofacials, infrared sauna, and compression therapy services. Check out Jalen Smith's signature location on Coliseum Boulevard by Blaze Pizza. Are you ready to do what it takes to put your past behind you? Whether it's expunging your criminal record or helping you get your driver's license reinstated, Jolie Law Firm is your answer. You can email Chief Counsel David Jolie at attorneydavidjolie@msn.com. That's attorneydavidjolie@msn.com. Or call Jolie Law Firm at 260-426-0242. 43-23, the Southside Archers with a 20-point lead over the Columbia City Eagles. We're back after this break. You're watching high school basketball right here on SummitCitySports.com.
I came into PSM my freshman year after volleyball. Just coming here just really improved mentally and physically. I brought in my strengths. I came in and I learned how to grow as an athlete. I mean, I've gotten stronger, sprint faster, get up higher. My jump has elevated. Working with Tyler, he built up my endurance for everything, whether it's in weights, sprints. All across the board, we just keep working, and I have athlete development at Warsaw High School that I go to, and so I send him my thing every day, and he changes what we do in here to adapt to what we do there. High school volleyball, when you can go up to 5 sets, being able to outwork everybody and still being able to put in that 100% was huge for me. PSM performance definitely helped me mentally. I know I can beat out people. I know I can work for what I have, and I know I can even go to the next level on the court. Looking at college, I can put on it. I'm training at a college level. I mean, I come in here and I watch college athletes train. You have hockey players, soccer. You look around and you see every type you can. Just being able to see that level, and I know that I can reach that level as well. You got to work to be the best, and that was just what I wanted to do. I knew that from a young age. I wanted to put in the work.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really.
43-23. Southside is on top against Columbia City. And I'll give you an update. We did reach out to head coach J.J. Foster about this, and I believe he did respond as well. He definitely responded to the email. I believe he had something to say about how close Ashton Johnson is to his 1,000-point mark. Before this game, he apparently needed 40 more points to get to 1,000 points. Well, he's 13 down, got 27 to go. Whether or not he reaches that mark tonight, we'll have to wait and see. But if Southside can move on past the first round and get to the second round, not only will Johnson get another chance to get that 1,000-point mark, but Southside will also still have a chance to get to the sectional title, which is on Saturday. But we still got 2 quarters of basketball left to be played here at Huntington North. Columbia City, they're down 20 points, but this is a team that's gone 17-5 on the season. they could make a run at any moment. We will have to wait and see if that happens. A couple of scores to catch you up on. Northrop leads East Noble 21-19 at halftime. That's part of the DeKalb sectional. Blackhawk Christian is at Bluffton, and when we last heard, they were up on Manchester 39-16. And again, Leo defeated Angola tonight. I believe that was at Garrett, part of the Class 3A sectional tournament. Concordia and Dwenger and Bishop Luers also are a part of that sectional. We'll be back in just a matter of moments right here on SummitCitySports.com.
There are tons of benefits to using compression therapy, but my favorite are speeding up muscle recovery, reducing swelling and inflammation, and improving my athletic performance. I choose to do whole body cryotherapy after practices, games, and training. It reduces inflammation in my muscles and allows me to move more agile throughout my profession. I became a believer in iCryo after my severe injury in college at Notre Dame, tore my ACL, and I was looking for ways to recover, ways to get back on the field. So I'm thankful for iCryo.
Another quick word from our sponsors at Parkview Sports Medicine. It is game on. We are the region's largest integrated sports medicine team. We provide athletes with specialized services from improving their performance to recovering from injuries. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. About to start the second half, Columbia City 17-5 overall. They'll get the ball to start the half, but Southside with a 43-23 lead over Columbia City. The Archers at 12-10. They've played tough against some good teams. They had a tough game against Blackhawk Christian back on Saturday. That was a loss, but Southside battled all the way to the final buzzer. I'm sure some Southside fans are out there still stewing about that late call of traveling against Amarion Washington. Corner three off the side of the backboard, but a second chance for the Eagles, and Baker takes full advantage of that. Baker's up to 13 points for the game, and here's Amarion Washington. And that's a much-needed bucket for Columbia City. Lattimore trying to go to work. Washington will back it out. Here's Washington to his right. He'll bring it back out, and he finds Rue in the corner. Washington around the screen from Rook. We've got less than 7 minutes to play. Here's the entry pass to Lattimore. Lattimore and Thomas are the big men on the floor right now. Lattimore, you may remember, also plays on the football team at Southside. He was a defensive end, a running back. You could use him in the up-back position. I believe both Guy Lee and Roosevelt Norfleet did that. Roosevelt Norfleet was the head coach until this past year. He's now the defensive backs coach at Northrop, where his son Roosevelt III plays. Washington, the pull-up three, it's short. Going for the putback, it's good. Lamontrell Manning. Well, Lamontrell was recognized before the game against New Haven just last week with the McDonald's Black History Month Makers of Today Scholarship. So added some hardware and added a nice education, no doubt, to his accolades as Thomas is going for the block shot, but he got more than ball there. They're calling a foul. That's Thomas's second foul of the game. So Mason Baker, who scored moments ago, is on his way to the line, and he's able to cash in from the free throw line. Missed the second one. To the baseline, Thomas puts it home. Thomas is up to 10 points, but wide open down low was Andrew Hedrick. Check that, Alex Hedrick with the bucket. So back to a 19-point game. This ball's out of bounds. Columbia City takes over. And drive inside, Baker for three. It's good. And Columbia City trying to make a little bit of a run here as Baker is up to 17 points. Rook with a tough catch, trying to beat the pack as defenders were trailing, and a foul is called. Rue will put it in play. They get it to Thomas down on the block, and Thomas finds Lattimore. Lattimore left it short, and Columbia City's got it. The Eagles with a run-out chance. Can they cash in? Stratton Fuller, or check that. That was Andrew Hedrick, who apparently just got that pass off, and then Baker able to spin it home. Lattimore the dish to Rue. The entry pass into Thomas. Thomas off the glass. Drive to the basket. Left-hand layup. Hedrick, no good. Lattimore's got it. 16-point lead for Southside. Here's Washington. The dish to Manning. Rue was thinking about the three and chose not to. Now Rue will drive. Couldn't curl it home, but he gets his own miss and puts it back. Derek Rue continues to put on a great performance. I believe that'll give him 13 points for the game. Drive to the basket. Hedrick got it. Tough shot by Hedrick. I believe that puts Andrew Hedrick up to 11 points for the game. Here's Washington with 2.5 left to play. Finds Rue. Washington off balance three. That's too strong. And an easy rebound for Baker. Baker has it poked away. It's out of bounds. Southside ball. Rook from the corner hits a three. It's back to a 19-point lead, and Rook still having a great game. He's up to 16 points. And the jam on the other end, Rook with another one. And a timeout is taken by Columbia City. They've got 2 left. Well, Derek Rook still putting together a great performance. He's dunked a few tonight. 18 points for Derek Rook. This will be a 30-second timeout. Well, it's not just been the dunks, but Derek Rook has also shown some good stick-to-itiveness. Here he is on the dribble penetration. Despite the miss, he sticks with it and puts it in off the glass. And Rook up to 18 points now. Southside has, I believe, matched their largest lead of the game at 21 points. They're up 56-35. Again, Columbia City with 2 timeouts left. Hedrick across the timeline. He'll hand it off to Mills. As Rhett Wilson was looking to feed it inside. He'll give that one up to Cam Hogue. Hogue gives that one up to Hedrick. They swing it across court, and that's going to be a foul called on Washington as he came in to block the shot. Cam Hogue likely going to head to the free throw line. And Washington comes up a little gimpy. Certainly hope he's okay. Might have landed hard on the floor there after that block attempt. And now Cam Hogue is able to get the first free throw. He's got his first points of the game. Second one, no good. Corner 3, that's Washington, no good. Manning with the offensive board, and he scores. LaMontrell Manning with the putback. Get a basket on the other end. That's Washington who gets the bucket. Corner 3, Seth Mills comes up short. Thomas had the rebound. Now it's Johnson who's got it. Johnson loses it, and then a kickball on Columbia City. Alex Hedrick will come into the game. Inbound to Thomas. It's off his hands, and Rook recovers. Bounce pass to Johnson. Washington dishes it back to Johnson, and we're down inside 40 seconds. Thomas trying to get position down low. And we're down to 31 seconds. Southside can hold for the final shot here. Here's Washington. Gets it to Thomas on the block. Thomas leaning in. His shot gets blocked. And then ripped away by Morris. I beg your pardon, that was LaMontrell Manning. Manning with a catch on the baseline, and Manning scores. LaMontrell Manning makes it a 26-point lead. And now with 8 seconds, Columbia City can shoot the final shot of the quarter. We're down to 5. Mills will let it fly. His 3 is too strong. Second chance before the buzzer, and a foul's going to be called on Washington. Looked like he bumped Hedrick from behind. For Washington, that's his 4th foul. Ashton Johnson had committed 3 fouls. So Hedrick will be at the line. He's going to shoot these free throws before the quarter comes to an end. The Archers are going to get all their defensive guys back out there. They're going to say that there's 0.2 of a second left. The scoreboard shows 8 minutes. Third quarter had just ended, or so we thought. It's funny, they didn't do this at the end of the first half in the Huntington North Homestead game. There was a foul committed late in the clock. The officials allowed the shot to be taken, but did not allow an inbound. There was 0.1 second left. Hedrick's able to knock down that free throw. And apparently he was in the act of shooting a three, so he's going to get a third one. Missed the third one, and Johnson rebounds it to end the quarter. Well, Southside has built their lead up to 24, trying to get to the sectional semifinal against Wayne. We're back after this here on SummitCitySports.com.
Here at Always 100, we have different things that we provide each week with our elite training, working on things that can help them get a scholarship in the future if they don't have one right now. Bunch of skill development, helping kids get better, understanding what it takes to get to the next level. Catching and shooting, working on ball handling. In the last 5 years, we had over 200 kids that's able to play basketball at some places from the NAIA, Division III, Division II, or Division I level.
62-38, Southside leading Columbia City. As we enter the fourth quarter, Southside at 12-10, looking to upset a Columbia City team that's 17-5. Columbia City had won 5 straight coming into this game. And improved in Matt Schauss's second season as Baker almost forced a turnover there. And now he might force another turnover. Nope. Lattimore, or rather Manning, able to recover, and there's Morris who gets the bucket. Count it, and a foul. Going to call the foul on Cam Hogue. And Morris could not connect on the free throw. It's been a low-scoring night for Morris, but he gets that one to fall. Not the free throw, but the shot from the field. That's poked away by Thomas. Here comes Johnson down the floor. The lob to Rook for the jam. Derek Rook having a ball game. Here's a baseline drive taken away by Manning on the drive by Hedrick, and that pass out of bounds beyond the reach of Johnson. Southside looking to move on. 7 minutes to go in regulation as Southside is trying to pull off a first-round upset. They'll get Wayne in the second round if they do. We already know our first semifinal matchup. That's Homestead versus New Haven. New Haven got the first-round bye. Homestead just beat Huntington North before this game started. That's nearly poked away, and now a turnover as Thomas comes up with a loose ball. Zamari Phillips in there. I think he helped cause it, but Phillips a little long on that three ball. He gets his own miss and finds Derek Rook. Almost 2 minutes in as Rook Looks down low and finds Johnson. He fires a three. It's good. Ashton Johnson from downtown, and it's a 31-point lead for the Archers. I believe that gives him 16 points for the game. Root coming from behind. He forces the turnover. The lob up the floor to Morris. Morris using the baseline. Left it short. Here comes Hedrick the other way for Columbia City. Gets it to Clayton Scott. Scott down the baseline. Dishes back out. Hedrick fakes the three. Miscommunication, and the Eagles turn it over. Jalen Lattimore will come in for the Archers. Phillips the dish, gets it back from Lattimore, left it short. Hedrick guarded by Johnson, poked away. Johnson's got the steal. A little crossover between the legs dribble, and Johnson almost got it to go. If he had made that thing, call the Harlem Globetrotters, as that one was going to result in a foul. Zamari Phillips made the contact there. No, it wouldn't have been a 4-point shot, and you do see the between the legs dribble sometimes at the NBA, but probably not as often as you do when the Globetrotters are on the court. Baker short on that three. Johnson comes down with the board. Roop gives it up to Lattimore. Whistles blow, and that's going to be an offensive foul away from the ball. And it's on Jalen Lattimore. We do have an update. Blackhawk Christian defeats Manchester 70-39. Hunter Sosenheimer has the call over there. That's Lattimore's third foul. Eagles take over down by 31. You know there's a mark that Southside wants to reach in this game. They haven't reached it yet. They're trying to get this game to a running clock. But you'd have to go up by 35 for that to happen. Southside's in the 2-3 zone as Baker launches a three. It's too strong. Root comes down with the board. The lob up the floor. Basket is good, and it's Jaden Morris who puts it home. A catch-and-shoot three from the corner. Rhett Wilson off the mark. Phillips with the rebound. Phillips with the behind-the-back dribble. That's poked away by Mills, but out of bounds. It stays with Southside. Quick inbound to Morris. Morris races across the timeline. A 33-point lead for Southside. So it'd be a huge upset if they finish the deal. As Johnson knocks down the jumper, that'll only help. And that gets it to a 35-point lead. So now we're in that running clock situation. That ball goes out of bounds. And this clock is going to keep on running. They're going to say that Southside touched the ball last. But the clock's ticking, so that doesn't have too much effect on the Archers. And hold on a second. The official is going to stop play here. It's an official's timeout. Not sure what the reason was. But we've got the game going again as Mills gets the inbound. Picked up by Johnson. Baseline drive by Baker, and he gets fouled. It's the 15th foul on the Archers, so no free throws here. That's blocked by Rook, but a foul's called on him. And now they will keep the clock going for the time being, but then stop it when Alex Hedrick is ready to shoot his free throws. 2:17 on the clock. They have stopped it. And Hedrick able to knock down that first one. That gives him 3 points for the game. And some Eagles about to check into the game. They were going to wait, but now the official signals them to come in. That's Aiden Denning coming in along with Brady Hartman. As the starters starting to get a little breather with 2 minutes and 17 seconds left to play in this game. Adrian Macon, the junior, has checked into the game for Southside. I believe he's played a number of games on the JV team, as has Keegan Combs. He's in the game as well. Everybody's bringing in guys off the bench. Stratton Fuller comes in for Columbia City. Hedrick's free throw rims out. Lattimore's got the board. Lattimore across the timeline gets fouled. Clayton Scott going to be called for that one. Cam Hogue will check in for the Eagles. And for Southside, Lorenz Tabrin has checked in. He's a junior, 6'1" junior guard. That was only the third team foul against the Eagles, so no free throws for the Archers. This is Jaden Morris. We're inside 2 minutes to play. Phillips the dish to Morris. And Phillips will back this one out. Now he lets it fly from downtown, and Phillips connects. Zamari Phillips able to knock it down. His first basket of the game. It's a three. Pass is knocked away. Phillips came from behind to get a hand on the ball. This is going to Columbia City. And Southside will clear their bench as D'Angelo Alford checks in. With a minute to go, the Eagles looking to get it in. Long inbound and a tough catch by Cam Hogue. Hands it off to Fuller. Fuller from inside the free throw line. It's no good. That's Macon who gets the board, and he's able to keep it alive. And Southside might just try to run down the clock here. Or will they? Zamari Phillips taken to the basket, and he gets fouled with 40.4 seconds. Well, Southside is going to head on to the sectional semifinal this coming Friday against Wayne. As Phillips is true on that first free throw. Zamari Phillips going to score the game's last points in all likelihood, unless Columbia City can come up with a bucket in these next 40 seconds. Archers have doubled the point total that the Eagles have, 78-39. We've got 30 seconds to play in regulation. That one was bobbled. Here's Clayton Scott on the drive, trying to get past Combs. His layup no good. And it's Tabron with the rebound. We're down to 20 seconds. This is Alford across the timeline. Pull-up three, Zamari Phillips. It's short, and it's out of bounds. But the clock is still running. We are in a running clock situation. Eagles will put it in play. But Fuller's going to just walk it across the timeline. And that's your ball game. Southside comes up with the upset. They beat Columbia City 78-39. And Southside is going to face Wayne in the semifinals on Friday. That'll be at 7:30. That'll be right after the Homestead versus New Haven semifinal matchup, which starts at 6:30. And we'll see you for those games when we come back here to Huntington North here on Summit City Sports. But Southside's going to celebrate this victory. A great defensive performance. They had the zone defense working, the press working, and Southside was able to dominate this game and take Columbia City out of it. Seemed like in the first half when they built up what was a 22-point lead, and of course they win it by 39 in the end. Our Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game is going to be none other than Derek Rook. I've got him for 20 points in this game. Also had I believe he blocked a couple of shots as well and had some assists also. So 78-39 your final. Derek Rook, your Parkview Sports Medicine player of the game. That'll do it from here at Huntington North. Southside with the victory, 78-39. For my cameraman, Andrew Shriver, this is Thad Goff saying so long from Columbia City, or from Huntington North, I beg your pardon. Southside beats Columbia City, 78-39 here on SummitCitySports.com.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our camera. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
Dealing with joint pains, sprains, strains, or back pain? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, Ortho Express has specialized orthopedic physicians on staff when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and Friday 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more.